Man up, it's game time, everybody stand up.
Justin Rodriguez here with the Varsity 845 football show, the state playoff edition. We have crowned our Section 9 champions in 5 classes, AA, A, B, C, and D. Congratulations to Monroe Woodbury, Cornwall, Marlboro, Burke Catholic, and Chester. Now it's on to the state playoffs. Each team is 3 wins away from a state championship. During the show, we will look at each team and their opponent, starting in Class AA. Monroe Woodbury won the Section 9 title with a 31-30 win over rival Newburgh last Saturday. The Crusaders trailed by 9 points midway through the 4th quarter before winning their first Section 9 title in 3 years. Monroe Woodbury takes on Christian Brothers Academy of Albany at 7 p.m. Saturday at Dietz Stadium in Kingston. CBA is a private school with an enrollment of about 400 students. Making its first appearance in the state playoffs since 2006, CBA rolls out a run-heavy offense. CBA coach Joe Burke told me, of course, he is aware of Monroe Woodbury quarterback Kevin Carr, a threat to run and throw the ball, and all of the other Crusaders' weapons. Here's what Carr had to say about the CBA game.
My team and I just plan on playing what we've been playing. I mean, we've been clicking as both an offense and defense, and we've been coming together and putting points on the board, and getting stops when we need to on defense, and hopefully we can get another win this weekend.
In Class A, Cornwall meets Somers in a rematch of last year's Class A state quarterfinals. Last season, Cornwall defeated Somers 34-13 behind 435 passing yards by quarterback Mike White. He connected with Alex Cruz for 285 of those yards. Cruz is graduated, but White will have a familiar receiver at his disposal, old reliable, Chris Bauer. Bauer was expected to be out for the season after sustaining a punctured lung against Saugerties last month. However, he was cleared this week to play. Bauer has 13 touchdown catches.
Somers is going to come out. They're going to be looking for revenge. I mean, if they don't like us, they're going to want to beat us because we took away the game last year, and hopefully this year we come out and do the same thing, and it'll be a fun game.
We're going to have to be really tough because last year they were a very big team, but this year they're not as big, but they're still going to be a tough team to go against. I think we will do very well against them.
Somers is led by legendary Section 1 coach Tony DiMatteo. His 311 wins are the most in Section 1 history. Somers likes to run the ball and has multiple options. Eric Carnaza is one of them inside, and quarterback Matt Morganti is an outside threat for Somers. On to Class B. Like Cornwall, Marlboro is a 3-time defending champion. Last year, the Iron Dukes became the first Section 9 Class B team to win a state playoff game since 2000, defeating Our Lady of Lourdes 23-20 in overtime. Marlboro lost to Glens Falls in the state semifinals. The Iron Dukes are loaded, but we all know who the stars of the show are. Quarterback Ryan Carey and running back Marcellus Faircloth. They both have over 1,000 rushing yards this season. But Pleasantville has allowed just 74 points in 9 games. One other thing to watch is that Pleasantville doesn't score a lot. Meanwhile, we know Marlboro puts up the points. This is Pleasantville's first appearance in the state playoffs. In Class C, Burke Catholic heads into the state playoffs led by the MVP, Matthew Victor Przbaki. Przbaki rushed for 453 yards and 6 touchdowns in Burke Catholic's 48-40 overtime win over 2-time defending champ James I. O'Neill in the Section 9 final. It marked the Eagles' first Class C championship.
Everybody feels really good. Obviously, it was a hard-fought win this past weekend against O'Neill. I respect that team a lot, but we're coming in here with the mindset that we want to take it all the way to the state championship. This is an obstacle and impediment on our path, and we are just going to come and work hard like we've been doing all season. Have the same motto, come in and go 1-0 every week. This is another week. We've been treating every game like it was a championship, and this is another championship on the road to Syracuse.
I spoke to Rhinebeck coach Nick Iannella this week, and he told me he watches the Varsity 845 show. Thanks, Coach. More importantly, he told me he is well aware of Przbaki and that MVP will be tough to stop. But undefeated Rhinebeck has a pretty good run game of its own, busting out an old-school wing T. Rhinebeck has rushed for over 2,600 yards this season with Jacob Calvani, Ryan Morgenstar, Pedro Cueto, and Dom Brescia all making plays out of the backfield. Finally, in Class D, Chester will try to break its state losing streak against Tuckahoe. Chester is 0-6 against the Westchester County Power in the state playoffs. Tuckahoe bounced Chester 34-18 last season in the quarterfinals.
In order to beat a good Tuckahoe team on Saturday, we have to stop the run, and we have to watch out for the trap. and we basically have to stop that whole rushing offense. We respect their pass, but our defensive line has to be nasty, has to be physical, and has to be aggressive in order to win this game.
I don't think the 0-6 has anything to do with this group of kids because we're only 0-1 against them. It's just going to be a hard week of practice, and we're going to have to prepare a little more carefully for these guys because they're a good team. We're a good team too, so it should be a good game.
Tuckahoe is 5-4 this season, barely a 500 squad. But don't let the record fool you. Those 4 losses came to Class C teams in Section 1 that were ranked in the top 15 in the state. Tuckahoe outscored its 5 other opponents 197-68. Enoch Penny Larea leads Tuckahoe with 835 rushing yards and 8 touchdowns. But as always, Tuckahoe has more weapons coming out of the backfield. Meanwhile, quarterback Michael Kostrakako has led the offense since his freshman year. So who does J-Rod like this weekend? Section 9 is going to go 3 for 5. Take Monroe, Woodbury, Cornwall, and Marlboro to win in close games. Burke and Chester lose, unfortunately. But that's just my take. I wish everyone good luck this weekend. This is Justin Rodriguez signing off for the Varsity 845 football show. Thanks for watching.
This is 845, Varsity man up. It's game time, everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war. This is 845, Varsity man up. It's game time, everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war.
I said it's game time, so it's time to score. If you're not playing to win, then what you playing for? From the field to the hardwood floor, win some and lose some. Just give it your all, whether it's basket, base, or football. It's all American, it's on when the season's here again. PYP, gotta play your position. Gotta go hard, give it 110. Fans cheering in the stands, yeah, you gotta love it.
845, Varsity man up. It's game time, everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war. This is 845, Varsity man up. It's game time, everybody stand up. From my town to yours, we ready for sure. From the field to the court, yeah, we ready for war.